Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 5:30. It's already the end of May. June 1st is going to be on Monday already. How about that? Anyway, hello, I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper, which you can check out at durhamskywriter.com. And with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening this weekend here in Durham. And I invite you to click on the link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page if you'd like to join me on camera to shoot the breeze, promote yourself, your special event, etc. Also, you can share this out. That would be super awesome because then more people here in Durham can find out what is happening. So let me get started. Let me grab my little iPad here first. Let me put on my specs so I could see things. And I see that William M. Andrews is here already saying good morning from Durham, North Carolina. And of course, the phrase that he is the most famous for, it's a beautiful day in the Bull City. Yes, love that. If you have t-shirts made with that set on it, William, I will buy one. I'll be your first customer. For sure. Let me move my keyboard out the way so I can get started. Now, today's Saturday, and that means I will only be reading from the Let's Go calendar of events page. And the reason why, I try to keep the Saturday show a little shorter because I know you want to get out there and do all the things that I'm telling you about that's in the Durham Skywriter and more, because I know you're doing family stuff and maybe your laundry and all grocery shopping. That's what I need to do. Anyway, and my laundry. But anyway, let's get started. So going on right now is the Durham Farmers Market, and that's in Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street. Their summer hours are from 8 until noon. The South Durham Farmers Market, they have the same summer hours, 8 until noon. They're located at Hub RTP, 500 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. Both have free parking. You can, of course, South Durham Farmers Market, there's nothing but parking out there. No worries. But as far as the Durham Central Park parking, you can park for free just south of the park on Foster Street. There's a parking lot right there. Then if you go one block west, go to Morris and park in the Measurement Incorporated parking lot. Some people park at the old ballpark as well, the historic, I should say, not old, the historic Durham Athletic Park. You can park there as well if there's room. So let's see. Now, both of the farmers markets each has their own tokens, and the system is the Double Bucks program. So if you're living in public housing using SNAP, EBT, WIC, you can literally double your money. So if you planned to spend $10, you can spend $20. They will double I guess you swipe your card or whatever, and then they'll double your money by giving you tokens. They want all of us to have access to fresh fruits and vegetables, especially the young ones, so they can grow up strong and healthy. And William is saying, pray for Durham, North Carolina, and pray for Durham County, North Carolina. Thank you, William. We definitely need to do that. We could all use some help, that's for sure. Appreciate that. So if you're in that category, where you're using, SNAP, EBT, WIC, whatever, don't shop before stopping at the manager's table so you can swipe your card or whatever they do so you can double your money. And once you get everything you're due and more. Oh, and don't forget that the Durham Craft Market, that's like these great artisans. They're making beautiful stuff, wood-crafted items, ceramic, jewelry, all kinds of beautiful items. So you can check out the Durham Craft Market. They share Durham Central Park with the Farmers Market. Again, that address is 501 Foster Street. Same hours, 8 until noon. Now, it is day 2 of the 3-day IshCon. This is for people who like to collect action figures and dioramas and 3D prints, toys by independent companies. In other words, not Mattel, I guess. So indie toys. So today's day 2 of the 3-day IshCon. So today's hours are from 9 until 6 at the Durham Convention Center, which is right downtown, 301 West Morgan Street. So you can meet the toy creators, which is awesome. You can find limited edition toys. You can get sneak peeks at future editions if you're a collector. Now, tickets are 15 for one day, for the one-day pass, or 20 for both days, because you missed yesterday if you didn't go. So, oh, William likes to point out when the numbers are doubled when it comes to the time. So he's pointing out that it's 10:10. The time is the same number. I like when you do that, William. So as if you watch Bull City Hangout on a regular basis, you know that I do it at 10 on Saturdays and noon on weekdays. So William likes to point out when it's 12:12 during the week. But right now it's 10:10 on a Saturday. That's very clever, William. Appreciate that. Very clever. One day I'll be doing the show at 11, and you can point out that it's 11:11. And in fact, I do like to note when it's when the numbers are doubled. When I look at the clock, I always think that's like a lucky, like a, I don't know, like a lucky thing. Happy 10:10. Also keep in mind. Oh, let me say hi to Scobie in a second. But William, when the date is the same as the time, did I say that right? Like when it's what is it? Like October 10th, 10:10. That'll be pretty wild. Anyway, Scobie is here. Hey, Scobie. Sorry I missed you at the community meal. I was running really late doing some tasks, and then the weather report said we were going to get thunderstorms. We didn't, but I fell for it, and got, what's the term? Wet feet, cold feet. I think the term is cold feet, and I didn't go. So sorry I missed you. I'll go to the next one for sure. So, and the one I'm talking about is Elizabeth Street United Methodist Church. They have a monthly community free dinner, which is really fun to go to. So I missed it this month. Anyway, let me continue. So Scopy, so you missed. I was talking about the farmers markets and the craft market. Oh, and Scopy saying, I celebrate every day when the time matches my birthday. Oh, that's a good one. And supposedly I was born on 1:13 in the afternoon on December 13th. So I do like numbers. How about that? What? Okay, well, I will definitely not miss the next one. Scopy is saying that he's going to be speaking at the next community meal at Elizabeth Street UMC. I will be there for sure. Wow, I might have to take your picture too, put it in the Skywriter. Wow. Okay, thanks for telling me in advance. That lets me know that I must be there. Okay. Yes, sir. Now, it's probably a bit late to be telling you this. I did mention this yesterday, but they do have kids roller skating lessons on Saturdays from 10 until 11 at Wheels Durham, 715 North Hoover Road. This is for young people ages 3 to 17. Admission is 15, and that does include the skate rental. And they do have the adorable little Fisher Price skates if your kids are like really little. They also have wrist guards that the kids can borrow so they don't hurt themselves when they fall, because it's just instinct to catch yourself, with your hands when you fall forwards. So it's going on right now though, and that'll be until 11. But it's not too late to tell you that the all-day skate is going to start at, what is it, 11:30? Let me see. 11, from 11 until 6:30. Now, what they used to do at Wheels Durham, they used to have 2 different skating sessions, like from 11:30 to 2:30, and then 3 to 6:30, something like that. And now they figured, just let them skate all day. So I think that's wonderful. So all day skate today is going to be with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So that should be lots of fun for the kids. And that again is from 11 until 6:30. But just to let you know, this is an all ages skate. The all day skate, everybody can hop in. So admission for skaters is 13. And then you can rent skates for 6, 7 if you use the rollerblades. And the non-skater adults who are just there to watch their kids and not to skate, they pay 4. So that should be lots and lots of fun. Okay, what else is going on? Oh, the Community Health Coalition, they're hosting a food giveaway. It's going on in a couple of hours. That will be at noon, from noon until 2, at Kyle's Temple, AME Zion Church, 409 Dunstan Avenue. And that is between Fayetteville and Roxborough, much closer, much closer to Fayetteville, right around the block from a birthday funeral home. So from noon until 2, the Community Health Coalition will be giving away food to people who need it, who are struggling, and who need food for their families, grandkids, etc. And just to let you know, as you walk up to the church, don't go upstairs. Just go in that first door. That's at ground level. Don't knock. They won't hear you. That's a big, heavy door. They're not going to hear you. So just walk right on in. They will welcome you and they will give you food. Also, if you happen to have a strong bag with you, try to bring that just in case. Every now and then they'll run out, or they'll have something that, like one week they had eggs, but they didn't have the cartons. So, yeah, awkward. So, so try to have a strong bag if you happen to have one. If you don't, just, do the best you can. Now, Boxyard RTP, which is at 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. They're featuring funky rock and roll by the Wiley Fosters. That's the Saturdays music series from noon until 2, totally free. They don't insist that you buy anything. You just go, you can take the kids, air them out, enjoy the music from noon until 2. But they do have food there. So if you have a couple dollars on you, you can get a little something, maybe get a late breakfast, early lunch. You get a beverage or two. And so you'll be surrounded by restaurants. It's a really nice space. They also have the world's largest fan. I can't even name the company because it's a clever name, but it's a little bit of profanity there. It's a cute name. But anyway, they have their big fan up above, pushing nice cool air down to cool you off when it gets hot. So you should enjoy that. And that again is from noon until 2, Boxyard, RTP. Old 86, that is the name of the band, probably named after the highway, the old road that leads you from Durham to Chapel Hill. But Old 86, they'll be playing original music, including folk ballads, upbeat blues, and bluegrass during a free concert at the Sacred Grounds Coffee House, the Christian music venue at 2700 North Roxborough Street at St. Paul United Methodist Church. So that should be really great. It's totally free. Of course, they will graciously accept any donation that you might want to make, and the music starts at 7:30. Will's Durham isn't done yet because from 7 until 9:30, they're going to have Hip Hop Saturday Night Skate. That should be lots of fun for the adult skaters. Admission for skaters is $14. And again, you can rent skates if you don't own skates. So kids under age 18 have to be with someone who's over the age of 21, like older siblings, cousins, or whatever, because they really want to make this a kind of like a kiddie-free skate session. All right. Now tomorrow, Keep Durham Beautiful, they're looking for volunteers for the Martin Luther King Jr. Parkway cleanup. That will be tomorrow from 9 until 11, and that will be along the parkway, but everybody's going to meet over there at Lowe's, which is like right there. So they'll be meeting on Fayetteville Road and MLK Parkway. So they will provide you with, the gloves, and they have those safety vests and the litter grabbers. I call them pickup sticks, but I guess they're called litter grabber. And also, of course, trash bags. So I do have a link so you can get more information, and also you can sign up. Sunday morning meditation at the Shambhala Center of Durham, 733 Rutherford Street from 9 until noon. This is a drop-in event. You don't have to be there all 3 hours, but you go there and you meditate. If you always wanted to learn how, they can teach you how to meditate. They have sitting meditation, walking meditation. And if you simply can't go in person, maybe you just don't want to get dressed that early, or maybe you don't have the car this weekend, or for whatever reason, you can always attend via Zoom. Got the link for you right there on the Let's Go page. Now, tomorrow is the last day of the 3-day Ishkan, again, for collectors of action figures and independent company toys, etc. So that's tomorrow from 10 until 2 at the Durham Convention Center, 301 West Morgan. And tickets will be $15 flat because there's no reason to buy a weekend pass tomorrow. You can buy one today, of course, if you plan to go for both days. But tomorrow it'll be $15, and the hours will, again, be from 10 until 2. Durham Central Park is going to have their summer food truck rodeo. It's not summer yet, but they're looking forward to summer, as I am as well. The summer food truck rodeo is going to be held in the park, 501 Foster Street, tomorrow from noon until 4. They're going to have dozens of food trucks, and the kids can run around and enjoy the ADA accessible Mount Merrill playground. You can go across the bridge. You can just have fun. You can relax, of course. Bring your lawn chair, because a lot of people end up sitting on the curb, and that's okay. They have a few benches, but for the most part, you won't be able to find a seat easily. So bring your lawn chair. If you plan to sit on the ground on a beach towel, I would suggest that first you get a plastic tarp and put it down, and then the beach towel. And that's because even though it hasn't rained for maybe a couple of days, the ground does not percolate well in Durham Central Park. It was explained to me years ago that there used to be buildings there, and they knocked them down, put the park there, but they did not extract the basements. So the ground doesn't percolate like normal. So it holds moisture more readily than other land. So always when you're in Durham Central Park, unless we're in the middle of a drought and you plan to sit on the ground, have a plastic tarp with you. You get inexpensive, those blue tarps. They have them at Walmart, Dollar Tree. I've seen them at Harbor Freight, and they're usually they're under $2 usually. So it's good to always have those in the car. All righty, let's see. Oh, Wheels Durham, they're at it again. Wheels Durham will host Sunday Public Skate tomorrow from 12:30 until 3. Admission for skaters is $13. Rent if you don't own. Also, they'll have a second session, 3:30 until 6 tomorrow. Same deal. Admission is $13. Rent if you don't own. They do have a clear bag policy always in effect. They don't want people bringing in anything inappropriate, so they will check your bag. If it's actually, they won't let you bring in a bag if it's larger than 4.5 by 6.5 inches. So yeah, there you go. So let's see, and I think if your bag is a little larger, it has to be see-through, and I think that's the same rule that they have at the county fair, or is it called the state fair? The state fair. So I think it's the same rule. So you probably already have a clear bag in your closet somewhere if you're a regular participant in the state fair. Alrighty, one last item. Triangle Dance Studio at 2603 South Miami Boulevard. They host the Sunday Salsa Social. That'll be tomorrow from 6:30 until 9:30. You can dance salsa, bachata, cha-cha, kizomba, merengue, cumbia, all of those. And if you don't know how to dance those, then you can take the lesson at 6:30. And then they'll let you loose and you can dance until 9:30 and have lots of fun. Admission is $9, $7 for active military and students with current ID, and it's free for young folks age 16 and younger. So that's a full weekend. That should be lots of fun for all of us. Let's check the weather and make sure we can actually participate in everything easily. Easily. I need some water. Okay, it is. Let me check. Wait, let me click on something there. There you go. It is 76 and cloudy, although the sun is trying to fight its way through the clouds. I can see that. But for the most part, it's cloudy. And it looks like it's going to be, ooh, yeah, it looks like it's going to be cloudy all day, although it looks like the sun might peek out a bit at noon-ish. And then again around 8-ish. Sunset is at 8:25. Today's high will be 85 degrees, so it does sound like a nice summer day. Tomorrow, it really dropped, didn't it? Tomorrow, the high will be 78. A little awkward to call the food rodeo summer with the temperature only being in the 70s, but that's okay. That is okay. So it'll be cloudy tomorrow, too. So actually, that'll be kind of nice because sometimes it's hard to hang out at the park in the bright sunlight while eating and hanging out for hours listening to music and whatnot. So actually cloudy and slightly cool is probably perfect for a food rodeo. So they know what they're doing at Durham Central Park. Now looking ahead to next week, back up to the 80s on Monday. So 83 and a 75% chance of rain. Tuesday, 74. 65% chance of rain. Wednesday, 78, 35% chance of rain. And then Thursday, 78, partly sunny, 83 on Friday and cloudy, 91 and 92 next weekend. Whoa. Whoa. I think, when is summer? Wait a minute, let me see. So June 1st will be Monday. Wow. And then summer starts on the 21st of June. And I wonder, see, usually Durham Central Park has their summer food truck rodeo on Father's Day, which is next month on the 21st. That's a little odd that they're having it tomorrow. Be that as it may, that's the way things go. Everything is not explained to us. Things just happen and we just roll with it. So with that, you have a beautiful weekend. Enjoy the weather. Sounds like it's going to be nice. Try to attend as many events as possible. Air out the kids. They love to be aired out. They love to run around wild. So let them do that a little bit. Check with your elders. I'm going to do that as well. And just have a beautiful weekend. Don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com and send me info. And I'll see you Monday. Let me check to make sure that I'm live next week. I will be live, it looks like, all next week. Wednesday might be a bit of a challenge because of the big health fair at the Durham Center for Senior Life in the morning. But if I get home in time, then I'll do the show in time. Otherwise, I'll be a little late. With that, have a beautiful weekend, and I'll see you Monday at noon. Ciao for now.